Hello everyone. This is Joel Leo, the convener of Rescue Mission International. I just want to share some thoughts with you today to encourage somebody out there. No matter what you are going through, I want to just share with you that there's no prayer you pray that is a waste. Sometimes it looks like if, you've been praying, you've been doing this, you've been doing so many things, you've been serving God, and it looks like, God, is this how you want to reward me? But the truth is this, there's nothing you do for God that is a waste. There's no prayer you pray that is a waste. Every prayer you pray, God hears and listens to it. And that's why the Bible is speaking in the book of Psalms. It says, all my tears are all written in your book. So the tears there represent your prayers. Every of your prayers are written, they are written as a record before God for your life. So don't give up no matter the challenge. I want to just share with you about a woman. Her name is Victoria Justiniano. This woman is an author. She's an author. She's a pastor's wife. She's a businesswoman. She's into so many things. She had a very busy life per se, but not until she got a devastating news from her doctor, and the doctor said, she had leukemia, and this leukemia leukemia also had affected her cells, that she has 90% of her cells is cancerous. So she's just surviving on 80%. So hearing that devastating news, she felt so down. But one good thing she did was that she did not give up. She started praying. She started praying to God. And as she was praying, it was not looking as if anything was going good, was happening. Whereas the situation was getting worse and worse and worse. But one day she saw her 14 years old son and playing around the house, and then she told God, she prayed a prayer and said, God, just keep me alive to see this boy grow up. Let me see this boy become a man. And when she stood up praying that prayer, she just had that conviction in her heart that yes, God have answered her prayer. And then she was still managing the situation, but the situation was just getting very bad. Not until one day, the pastor of this woman, that's Victoria Justiniano, the pastor was leaving his office one day, and then the Holy Spirit, God ministered to him and said, go and pray for this woman in the hospital. If you go to pray for her, as you go to pray for her, I will heal her. And then the pastor, instead of going back home, he just went to the hospital. And when he got to the hospital, he saw the families of this woman crying beside her. And the woman is not dead, but her situation was getting so worse that her hair was pulling off. The situation was just getting so bad, and then she was just bleeding. She was just bleeding profusely, and then it was not looking like this woman will survive more than that day. The pastor went on and still prayed for her and told her, say, woman, God told me to come and pray for you, that once I pray for you, that you'll be healed. And the woman responded with faith and said, yes, I know, and I've been waiting for that too. And that's how the pastor prayed for her, and then he left. And then after he left, it wasn't looking as if anything changed immediately after the prayer. But the following day, the mysterious thing was that this woman that have not been eating, the first thing was that she asked for a breakfast, and then she ate the food they gave her. And then before you know it, 1 week passed. That was how the process of her recovery started, and then how this woman started recovering, and before you know it, this woman was discharged out of the hospital, safe and sound. Nothing wrong with her. Everything went well. And then this is 16 years now. This woman is still alive, and then she's doing well. And the doctor confirmed that there is no case, there's no need for any form of operation or surgery for her, that she's fine. And then there's no even case of relapse. She's cancer free and no case of relapse. These 16 years of her life, this woman is still bouncing in the Lord. So I want to encourage you. No matter no matter how things look like, no matter how it looks like, oh, I've been praying, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. It's not. No, every of your prayer, God records it. Every of your investment, everything you do for God, God records it, and then He has your best interest at heart. So don't let the devil make you feel like, oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and nothing is working. Something is really working if you can see behind the scene. But the truth is that there are so many things that you may not see. The things the Bible, that's what the Bible is speaking in 2 Corinthians 4:18. It said the things which we did not see, which we see are temporal, but the things which we did not see are eternal. You understand? So that the eternal things, the things that last forever, the things you can't see. And one of the things you can't see presently, maybe your health. Somebody out there is believing God for his or her health. Somebody out there is believing God and say, God, when will my story change? I want to encourage you, you don't have to give up. I want to encourage you to that. Hold on to God, and as you hold on to God, God will help you. What should you do in your process of waiting and trusting God for a change? You must continue, because you see, the truth is this. So as you do that, I believe that